So you're driving down the road and the song comes on the radio. You're thinking, where do I know this song? Instead of singing along with it. Go ahead and tell me you'll leave it again. Where do I know this song? So, guy finally comes on the radio and says, hey, that's All the Same by Sick Puppies. I know that song. Where do I know that song from? Whether you've heard them on the Billboard Top 40, heard them just somewhere on the radio, or heard them doing campaign work like the Free Hugs video on YouTube, you have probably heard a Sick Puppies song at some point in time. Today, what I want to do is take you backstage to meet the band, introduce you to the fans, and take you behind the scenes, behind the music of this great for Australian band. First off, let's meet the band members, because, put it this way, nothing exists in their little world without them. They're rock stars, what do you expect? You have lead singer Shimon Moore. You've got bass guitar player Emma Anzai, and you have drummer Mark Gibbon. The band was originally formed when the lead singer Shimon Moore and Emma Anzai, the bass player, first met in high school. According to the official band site, sickpuppies.net, what happened was Emma, who had just moved there from Japan, didn't have anywhere to go. She didn't know anybody. So she decided to take her bass and go into the band room and jam out. Little Mr. Punk, I think I'm so cool. Shim had reserved the band room for himself to jam. So he walks in with his guitar and sees this little girl, and he's like, whoa, 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 who's in my space? So they wind up arguing for a little bit, and after a while, it never clarifies who. Somebody brought up the band's Silverchair. The one thing that these two had in common. It was the only thing that they thought they had in common. After a while, they decided, hey, let's jam. You seem cool. So they keep jamming and decide later on in life, let's start a band. So they bring in a drummer. They jam for a while. They decide, hey, so we've already put out one album that's doing pretty good here. Let's go to LA. Where else better to go if you want to further your career, right? Well, Chris, who was older, had a job, had a family. He couldn't just up and move. So he said sayonara. That didn't stop Emma and Shim. They picked up amps, headed to LA, and ad on Craigslist of all places. And that's how you found Orange County native Mark Goodwin. And that's the current lineup that's been playing since the mid-1990s. Oh, unfortunately, that band can't, without fans, you can't have a band. Because you kind of need your fans. If you go to sickpuppiesworldcrew.net, you'll find that it's the official band-run fan site for the Sick Puppies fans. Now, most bands just have their fans, their fan club. I know of one other fan group that has a full name. That's the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus Alliance. Sick Puppies have a group of people all over the world called Sick Puppies World Crew. World Crew is more than just a fan club. It's a forum. They are with the band and they get exclusive content and VIP treatment. Members in general can communicate with the band through the forums about life, about if they want to ask a question, and communicate with each other about music that they're writing, about whatever they want to talk about. So, I mean, it starts out as just your typical social forum. But what's cool? Sick Puppies pays attention. Sick Puppies answer your questions. But it's more than just a forum. It's more than just oh my gosh, I love Sick Puppies, see my t-shirt? It's you're with the band. Over time, you can collect points. The more things you do for the band to get the band noticed, the more points you get. After a while, you become an ambassador. Ambassadors are with the band and they're the ones that get the VIP treatment. The VIP treatment includes you work with the band at shows that you're located at. You go backstage and you go to the after party. Don't worry, the band will keep you out of trouble. But you don't have to be an ambassador to get cool stuff. All the members get free downloads, pre-sales of albums, autographed merchandise, and even things that aren't released ever, including an acoustic version of Deliverance, which unfortunately I have lost mine. And that's sad, you can't find it anywhere. Well, having a band and having members and fans, that's great and all, but guess what? You have to have music. Well, Sick Puppies music has been recognized all over TV, all over video games, advertisements. If you are a WWE Extreme Rules fan, maybe you watched the pay-per-view broadcast. You heard the song, you're going down. You play Street Fighter 6. The music for the campaign, for the ads, that would be war. Mostly Puppies. Free Hugs campaign, that's all the same. Sick Puppies are heard all over the place. But guess what? You have to have more than just a couple songs. You have to have albums. So, what is considered their first album is not actually their first album. It's their sophomore album. Dressed Up as a Life is considered their first album. It didn't have a lot of big hit singles and things like that, but it does have All the Same, which is heard on the Free Hugs campaign video. However, according to AbsolutePunk.net, Little Mr. Rock and Roll CD critics, it's not a very good album. It just wasn't very well done. And I quote, tracks like single All the Same would sit right at home on a mixtape with tracks like Fingers, Lips of an Angel. Yeah, that doesn't sound too pretty. If you ask the band, Tripolar is their third album. To the band, it means a third level of insanity, or album number 3. Most of the band's big hits come from this album, including War, You're Going Down, Maybe, Riptide, White Balloons, and Autographs. However, recently, they released an 8-track album, not to be confused with the 80s 8-track, no, as an 8 songs album called Polar Opposite. Polar Opposite is comprised of mostly tripolar songs that were reworked, unplugged, and even had strings added to them. It's absolutely beautiful. The song that has the biggest difference is the huge rock and roll aggressive anthem, You're Going Down. And this one, they turned it into this very light, pretty ballad. Definitely worth checking out. This is also the album where you can hear Shin and Emma full-on duetting with an unplugged version of White Balloons. Again, very impressive. Well, no matter what genre you're into, Sick Puppies probably has a song for you. White Balloons is more mellow. You're Going Down, War, they're both harder. Riptide is one of those I am me, I stand alone kind of songs. But it's still good. But no matter who you are, you'll find something. Even my mother, who's into contemporary Christian and nothing else, listens to Sick Puppies.